Yeah. Now, speaking of uh, heart rate variability has become a big target of feedback, and
Mhm.
with companies entering in the wearable space, right, paying attention to heart rate variability. Is that something that Muse is able to monitor or not? And what's your take on the either importance or unimportance of heart rate variability?
Sure. So with Muse, both in the Muse 2, which is the device that you are wearing, and the
Yeah.
Muse S, the new sleep device, we have a PPG, so photoplasmiograph. So it's able to measure your heart rate, from which you then derive your heart rate variability. Heart rate variability is a really meaningful metric. Um, for those of you that don't know, the heart rate variability comes from your sinusoidal arrhythmia. So as you breathe in, your heart rate increases. As you breathe out, your heart rate decreases. And it's that delta between your highest heartbeat on your in breath, and your lowest heartbeat on your out breath that indicates your heart rate variability. And you want that to be high. So as I'm breathing in and I'm able to get a good breath and my heart's working well and pumping really fast and my blood pressure is increasing as I breathe in, at a point there is it becomes a trigger for my vagus nerve to say, whoa, blood pressure is really high, heart rate's high, let's come in and slow it right down. And the more your vagus nerve can slow down your heart rate, the more resilient your system is, the healthier your system is. And so somebody with a high heart rate variability, able to get it high on the in breath and low quickly on the out breath, is somebody who has a very resilient system. They're typically more athletic, they're typically younger, they're typically less depressed. And so this is actually a really meaningful metric.
Yeah. So
In
it's showing a kind of flexibility, right? Or lack of it.
Exactly. Just grabbed a glass
Yeah.
of water.
Yeah, well, I have not heard it explained as clearly as you just explained it. That that's just so clear. Yeah.
And so what you see when you look at like a map of somebody's heartbeat, which you can do in Muse. So Muse, we have a beautiful meditation for the heart, and you're literally listening to the beating of your heart like the beating of a drum. And as your heart rate increases, there's a little shimmery sound to let you know. And as your heart rate decreases, there's a little lower sound to let you know. So you're actually able to tune yourself into the beating of your heart, the increases and the decreases.
Mm,
And this tunes something called your interoception, your ability to sensitively perceive your internal state.
right.
And research demonstrates those with higher interoception have lower levels of stress because you're more able to be aware of your own body's responses and then bring in an intervention. So in the Muse heart rate meditation, you're hearing your heartbeat go up and down. And then at the end, you'll see a graph. In all of our Muse interventions, you get data at the end. So you see a graph that actually shows you your heartbeat going up and down and up and down. And when you're stressed, you'll see that the line is small and squiggly, very constrained.
Mm,
And when you're able to be relaxed and at ease, you'll see this beautiful big rolling sinusoidal wave. And so you can really see and get how being in a relaxed, deep breathing state is clearly better for your body and mind. There's a sense of rhythm or harmony that arises. Whereas when you're stressed, the line is just small and jagged and constrained.